Guys, welcome to the bonus modules. We're going to talk today about how to sell in the UK, right? Some subtle differences between selling in the US market and selling in the UK market, and just some tips and tricks and strategies and things we've learned kind of just doing it and selling in the UK, right? So the UK is not as competitive as the US for most products, right? If you're new to Amazon but you live in the UK, it's a great place to start. It's a great place to start, right? You know the culture, you know the people, you can write the copy, right? You understand kind of the basics, right? And you have the confidence to do so more so than maybe initially launching in the USA. So go ahead and do that, right? If you live outside the UK and the EU, you're going to need to register for a value added tax number, right? Or a VAT number. So this is the most annoying part of actually selling in the UK market, but it is possible, right? So I included the links of how to get started in selling on Amazon in the UK directly from Amazon, and then also how to register for a VAT number, right? PPC cost is significantly lower in the UK than in the USA, right? People are significantly worse at PPC in the UK market in Amazon than in the USA, right? People have been working on PPC for years and years in the USA market on Amazon, right? They're much more mature, they're much more seasoned. PPC costs in the USA are therefore much higher, right? And much more competitive. In the UK market, they're significantly cheaper, which means you can get a ton more very low cost PPC sales, right? If you sell in the UK, right, you have access to the rest of the EU as well. Amazon fulfills your orders from the UK and it doesn't trigger the VAT, right? So each country has its own VAT threshold, right? But you don't have to, send your inventory to Germany, to France, to Spain, right? You fulfill it from the UK, right? If you sell on Amazon.com and you have a lot of reviews, right, they're going to display at the bottom of your UK and EU listings. If you live in the USA, right, or if you're from the USA, don't try to write like ridiculous copy that you think like British people are gonna like. Just be reasonable, right? Don't try to make anything too flashy or too ridiculous. Just write normal copy, right? Amazon support is even worse in the UK, right? I know it's hard to believe, but it's actually significantly better in the USA market. So if you are planning to sell a product that could potentially have or require more support, right, then maybe you want to think twice because the UK market support is absolutely awful, right? Don't expect people to leave reviews in the UK market even as much as they do in the US, right? And all of us Amazon sellers know that not enough US customers leave reviews, right? But the UK market is significantly behind as far as e-commerce goes. They're not used to leaving reviews. They're just not as used to the process as Amazon has made USA customers, right? Um, with Amazon's recent policy changes, right, as far as reviews go, you have to be careful, similar to the US market, as far as review manipulation, right? So for larger sellers in the UK market and the EU market, the Pan EU program basically allows you to move around your inventory to specific Amazon FBA warehouses in the country in which you're going to sell those goods, right? Which increases the ship time, which Amazon claims can increase your sales up to 30%, right? Um, Consider forex costs, right? You're going to need to exchange currencies, right? Depending on how you want to get paid out, right? So USD to GBP transactions are needed, and therefore specialist brokers can be used, right? Here are some recommendations as far as accountants that you want to be able to have to talk to, right? In case of anything and just to keep track of everything, right? You can sell in the UK with a US company. You can't, however, open a UK account remotely, so use a currency broker to collect your Amazon payments. Otherwise, Amazon payments direct to your US bank account will cost you 4%, right? With currencies direct, it's 1 to 2%, right? So be smart about this, guys. Don't give away 2 or even 3% of your money just because you don't know about it. So check out this link right here. You can use your US or Chinese based freight forwarder. They'll only need a subcontract to a UK one, right? So the best is to use a UK based one for your manufacturer right to the Amazon UK door. You're going to need an EORI number, which can be obtained super easily at the following link, right? So I have this all here for you guys. I'm just walking you through it, right? Here's a freight forwarder that we've personally used in the UK market, right? Feel free to contact all these people. Um, Customer service goes a long way in the UK, guys. Brits really aren't really, they're not used to good customer service, and you can play this to your advantage because they just they aren't used to the customer service that the United States customers are. So even just supplying the same level of customer service that you're used to giving all of your customers will go a long way. Sequences are a bit different than the US, right? Normally in the US, we like to use, three follow-up emails. In the UK, I really wouldn't suggest using more than two, right? And make sure you're adding value. Don't just ask for reviews. People in the UK are a bit less accepting of receiving multiple emails like that from Amazon sellers, right? Sellers on the UK really are not imaginative when it comes to bundles. Think of a free gift that is complementary to your product that is very cheap to give away but provides instant value, right? This allows you to charge more. It allows you to launch a new product and beat competitors, right, in a very succinct and easy way. Don't try to outbid Chinese prices, right? You're selling on Amazon to make money. You never want to be the price leader. You want to be the premium luxury product, right? You want to charge more. You want to be what's perceived as the best value, right? You want to be the Apple. You don't want to be the Walmart, okay? Look what's selling in the top 100, right? Use the same strategies that I taught you guys in module 1 on product research. Review the best sellers, review the top 100 in each segment, see what you can do to improve each item, right? Read feedback. Look at the top, the bottom 1-2 star ratings, and look to see what you could do to improve that product, improve those, negative comments about that product, right? British manufacturers and the EU are very actually competitively priced. You can order small minimum order quantities and you don't have to pay customs, right? It's a great way to see if a product sells before purchasing, 500, 1,000, 5,000 different units from a Chinese manufacturer, right? So use locally sourced manufacturers to test demand and then make your larger orders, right? Pan Europe, do not do Pan until you've sold into Europe and know there's a market for your product, right? You have to register VAT for every country your product is stored in, regardless of whether or not you're under the VAT threshold, right? And this means that each country VAT filing is different, and the paperwork is an absolute nightmare, right? Germany is an absolutely beautiful market to get into, right? It's a very up-and-coming market. It's a huge economy, very lively economy, right? There's not much competition in France. If you have a product that starts selling, you can do very well very easily. Italians leave bad reviews in general, but this does not put them off buying products. Spain is a bit of a slow market, right? They're out having siestas and drinking instead of shopping on Amazon. In Europe, PPC is still very, very cheap, like I said before, right? Just a final note, there's a general feeling that Amazon UK and Europe is currently like Amazon was 5 or 4 years ago, right? It's a major opportunity to sell in the UK and Europe, to steal a march on many others, all right? To kind of get there and get that primary foot in the door, right? The first comer advantage. Think about it like going back in time in the US and kind of hitting those gold rushes, right? But now it's available right now in the UK, right? So when you see a product where you are on the bottom of page 1 in the US, it might be in the top 3 in the UK, right? It's a smaller market, but it's a bigger opportunity. It's much easier to get to number 1 in a category with no reviews, hardly any PPC against the market leaders with 200 reviews, right? You can totally forget about viral launch, blast, reviews. Just join a few relevant Facebook groups, do a 50% off offer for 20 units, and you'll get there, right? The market is right for the taking. You just have to figure out the slight complexity of the value added tax, the VAT number, and then you can get into the market, be a first mover advantage, right, and capture that market share.